Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a great morning, and welcome to this new video on Bitcoin. We're going to do a full update. All right. Yesterday, of course, big day. We had the interest rate decision and the press conference. Also, afterwards, we also live streamed, in which we bought some Bitcoin. So that did quite true. That did quite good. We bought right here at like just under 102,000. I sold that, all right. So if you watched the live stream yesterday and you followed that buy call, just sell it. I mean, right now it's up about 4%, I think. And I do think we're going higher with Bitcoin, 3%, something like that. I do think we're going higher with Bitcoin. But the thing is that it's a good profit, and even though I do think we're going higher with Bitcoin, I do think we have seen most of the move, most of the bullish momentum, or at least most of the move to the upside that we will see. And that will become clearer a little bit later, all right? But first of all, the outcome of yesterday, in general, I thought it was slightly more bullish than before. He was quite dovish, talking about some more rate cuts, and in general, I think the market kind of agrees. I mean, the dollar strength index dropped down a little bit, but in the end, the dollar strength index is still at the same level right now. So was it that impactful? Not really, I would say. He did say some bullish things regarding Bitcoin. I think he said something. Let me see if I can find it. I think he said something about banks being able to. Banks can serve crypto with caution. So that was relatively bullish. And then we also saw a bit of a Coinbase Bitcoin premium come in, as you can see right here. It's kind of in a premium and in a discount, and kind of switching between. But ultimately, this is much more bullish than it was earlier this week. So that's good. And if we take a look at the stock markets, I think stock markets actually look quite good as well. I mean, there's still a gap to the downside here. So there's also a gap to the upside. Futures have opened relatively bullish. So I cannot be anything but relatively bullish on Bitcoin. And that was also the expectation. I mean, the range, the kind of area which we were in, was between 107,000 and this level right here at 101,000. So as soon as we reclaimed that level at 101,000, what I said is, well, the only logical move, if we are truly back in this range, which we talked about that yesterday, and only if we got a very bearish FOMC, then we could still drop down below that. But now I think we have solidified that we are still in the range. You can see, or hopefully you can see it, but there's a bit of a point of control right here. That's all the dotted lines. So that means a lot of volume has been traded there. We broke above that on the 4-hour time frame. It's the 4-hour time frame, so how valid is that? We don't know, but it does mean something. So that's a good sign. And like I said, the fundamentals do line up relatively well as well. So what I would expect is for Bitcoin to move into the range highs, which for me at this point of time are between 106 and 107,000. So that's what I think is most likely for Bitcoin here. We might have a bit of a pullback, right? So intraday we might have some volatility, maybe a bit of a pullback like this, and then before going up. And then the big question becomes, well, do I actually expect us to break out of that main resistance level, to break out of this range, which we have been in? And unfortunately, the answer to that is no. At this point of time, the volume is actually, it has gone up, but it's still relatively low compared to all the other times we actually did break out. So there's that. And then outside of that, I think there's a lot of leverage coming into the price of Bitcoin here, and I never really like to see that. I mean, if you look at some of the stronger moves, it was always compared to the leverage and compared to the open interest before that, the leverage was always not that high. And I think right now, I mean, the leverage is already back at the same prices as it was right here, the 23rd of January, and I just don't see any reason at this point of time fundamentally why we would break out. All right, maybe if the dollar strength index turned very bearish, my mind would change. Maybe if we get some news regarding a strategic Bitcoin reserve, my mind will change. But for now it hasn't. So for now I would short-term expect this, and then after that a move back down into the bottom of the range. But those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know. So if you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. For now, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and bye.